J. Frank Schmidt & Son is a nursery that grows over 800 varieties of trees and shrubs. Located outside Boring, the nursery and many others like it are nestled upon a pocket of rich volcanic soils that make the land unique in its capacity to prosper despite the persistent threat of invasive pests and plants. And as an advocate for water quality and sustainable development, J. Frank Schmidt & Son has actively sought to reduce its impact on local streams that inevitably flow into the Clackamas River.
It's really a pretty wide range of pests that we have to deal with, but a really common one that we struggle with would be lygus bug. And then we've always been working to find the least impactful options with pest management. 2 or 3 years ago, we were approached by Clackamas River Basin Council to participate in the Shade Our Streams program. They have some criteria that they need to meet in selecting a site. It has to have water flowing through the stream throughout the year, and so the site that we're at meets that objective. And then obviously we need to have an opportunity to increase or improve the tree canopy to provide more shade on the stream itself.
Chris McMillan is a lifelong Oregonian and is no stranger to the impacts of invasive species. As a property owner along Rock Creek, concerns for such a crucial stream and habitat that lies on the urban-rural divide has led Chris and his family to participate in a variety of watershed initiatives, even hosting planning events through the Rock Creek Partnership, a counterpart program of the Shade Our Streams initiative.
My relationship with the CRBC started last year when I got a postcard in the mail, so I replied that I was interested, and Zach came out and looked around and saw the restoration work I had already done starting about 15 years ago. Pretty soon thereafter, I got a call from him saying, yeah, I qualified for free shrubs and trees, and we have planted 1,000 of them along Rock Creek here, north of Damascus.
Dave Bugney is a structural engineer with property along portions of Sutter Creek, one of the most active streams in the Clackamas River watershed for salmon. As an active environmental advocate, Bugney has witnessed firsthand the effects of logging and gravel mining that has taken place in the area, and as a result came across the CRBC to set about restoring the stream and also to seek out a way to remove the fish culvert or fish barrier that prevents returning salmon from reaching miles of upstream habitat.
As we know from these surveys, the potential for having salmon come up here is very high, and so once we can get and resolve that fish barrier with the culverts by putting in a bridge, if that is successful, then that opens up from 1.2 miles up to 6.4 miles of creek for them. And so that's really the big issue, the challenge that we want to solve. CRBC we first became acquainted with back in about 2010, thereabouts, where we were just interested in them as an organization that was an advocate for watersheds, and that also we were interested in seeing if they would be able to provide us with some tree seedlings to replant in the areas, for example, that I showed you. And they came right out and were very helpful and provided us with some seedlings, and that was just the beginning.